What's happening, church? Hey, we're so excited for this upcoming Sunday, Greet and Treat Sunday. It is by far the cutest Sunday of the year where all of our kids are dressed up in their costumes and they're going to be going up and down the halls. We're going to be passing out candy. It's such a cute Sunday. It's also one of the more higher attended Sundays that we have and throughout the entire year because it's such an easy on-ramp for us to invite the people who are close to us but far from God to come to church. And when we do Sundays like this, we always make a promise. You've heard this promise if you've been through the Next Steps course, that when you leverage your relationships with the people who are close to you but far from God, and you invite them to come to church, then I will promise to do two things. That I will make sure that there's an environment that you don't have to apologize for. And number two, I promise that we will always share the gospel. And I want to make you aware of something that's going to happen Sunday that on the surface, you might think is a little squeamish and might cause you to rethink about the idea of inviting your people to come to church with you. But I actually believe it presents a profound and incredible opportunity to represent Jesus. Because here's what I believe. I believe that Jesus is the most irresistible force on the planet. And that the more people can see Jesus clearly, the more that they will want to follow him closely. And what better way for us to present Jesus clearly than for us to talk about the things that everyone in our country is talking about, which is the things with the upcoming election. Now, we're going to be talking about some things, not only to represent what is biblically right, but also to present how to do it in a way that is Christ-like, where Jesus is equal measures, truth and grace. But we're going to be talking about some things that the culture has at times conveniently grasped a hold of when it's expedient to a political party or to an election. But they are things that have always, always, always mattered to the heart of God. And what we've been talking about in this series is we've been talking about letting God speak into our lives. The title, Let Him Speak, and the subtitle, The Power of the Bible for the Problems of Today. What we're going to learn on Sunday is the power of the Bible to some of the real big things that we are facing today. And my hope and prayer for us is two things. Number one, my hope and prayer for you is that you will show up ready and prepared to hear from the Bible about some things that the culture's talking about, but God has already made his position known about. And that you will also be prepared to hopefully see a way to talk about these things in a way that would not only honor the Bible, but would make Christ proud in the way that we navigate it. My second prayer is that those that you invite that are close to you but far from God would be able to see that irresistible love and grace of Jesus on full display as we talk about some things that the culture has a lot of different opinions about. And so we just wanted to send you this video. Wanted you to be aware. Don't want you to be caught off guard. But I also don't want you to feel like it's something that you need to be worried about or apologize for. I'm excited. I have been excited for a while to bring this message to our church. And I am laboring and working over it. I'd ask you to pray for me as I prepare and present this message to our church. And I ask that you would pray for our church and for our community this Sunday, that we would see many people have an encounter with Jesus, and that his transforming work would be at work and evident in their lives as we present Jesus as clearly as we can through some of the controversial issues of our day, so that people could see him clearly and follow him closely. Church, I love you, and I'm praying for you this week. See you Sunday.